Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we have another comic book review. We have a lot to go through, as you can see. And, yeah. Let's start. First you have Simpsons number 107. And, I'm trying to remember how this one goes. If I remember, as usual, I like the Simpsons ones, because it's the Simpsons. And if I remember, I was I think about 3 stars, I think. I'm just trying to remember how this one went, I just can't. Wow. Well, great way to start off this. Okay. Next we have True Believers, the criminally insane Purple Man. Sorry. So, if I remember, this is a reprint of Daredevil number 4. So, what True Believers is, that thing right there, it's kind of like it's not really a series, but it's a thing that Marvel does. So for $1, and what it is, they kind of reprint old comic books. Like they mostly do it just kind of to promote stuff. Like they have a new graphic novel coming out called The Criminally Insane, and it's and they use this as to promote it, kind of thing. And so like when like the new Ant-Man movie and Spider-Man movie came out, or just Ant-Man and Spider-Man things came out, like old reprints and stuff. Next. Okay, now we have another True Believers. This one's the Mandarin. And this one was good. I forgot to give the other one over there. That's why I'll probably give that one like a 4. It was pretty good. This one, I'll give a 5. I liked it a lot. It was kind of entertaining. And, yeah, that's kind of all I really need to say about this one. Okay, now we have the Hulk. Okay, if I remember correctly, this is either the comic book before the first appearance of the Wolverine, or the first appearance of the Wolverine already happened, and this is like later in the Hulk series. Like, to be honest, I'm not a big Hulk fan, but like I don't mind the Hulk. It's just like I don't like. I'd rather read other stuff than the Hulk. Because I just don't really know, like the Hulk movie, I didn't like so much. It was okay. Like, I'm not a big fan of the Hulk, but this, I'll probably give, like, a 3. It was good, and I pretty much had a good idea what was going on the whole time. And, yeah. Okay. Some people are like, wait, I think this comic book's been on here before. So what I do is after I read a comic book, yeah, let me fix that. I threw it and it fell out of the thing. Full camera. Oh no, it's falling out again. So I'm in a comic book. My mom buys me all these comic books and stuff. And I'm like, well, I'll probably only go read these like once or twice in my lifetime. Might as well just give them to my mom to read because she buys them anyway. Just kind of see what she's paying, like hundreds of dollars per month, on me, kind of thing. And and so I give it to her. But I realize that sometimes in these comic book reviews, I don't actually kind of review most of them because I haven't read them yet. So that's the pile of books I read. Usually I'll be doing a review on the pile over here, the ones I have to read. But yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. So now I made a new pile of ones that I've read. Like some of these have been on here, but have not been read. Most of them have, and some have not been on here before. So this is kind of like a thing, like, hey, read your comic books that, because I had the series going about 2 years ago now, and then I stopped it for almost like a year. Started it back up about a year after I started it. So yeah, I had it going. It was like every Saturday until like September to November, and I stopped it. And then I came back with it, and now I'm doing it. I'm trying to do it like maybe like one monthly kind of thing. And so now we have, so yeah, and so then so this year kind of revamped it, and I kind of decided to kind of use ones I've actually read, not ones I'm going to read, and that helps a lot. Okay, So now I have Blackhawk. This is number 213, and so this right here is from tape. So all comic books and tape do not mix. So what I do, I actually take the tape all the way off sometimes. Like if I'm going to read it, like if you notice, like I think all the comic books in here don't have tape. I took all the tape out of all the comic books in here. Don't have any tape because they get stuck and they rip parts of the cover and things, like right here. And that's a big one, to be honest. That's actually a really big one. So this one, it was good. I think I'll give this a 5. I liked it a lot. If I remember, because last time I read this, it was like May or June. It was summer, so almost like a year ago now. And so since it's an old comic book, it's in a protective thing called Mylar, and what it is, it's a plastic kind of bag, like like yeah, like these random ones, like you have these. See, oh, there's 2 full ones in these. Oh, that's interesting. Oh yeah, this is double boarded, I think. Sometimes you get people who actually put 2 boards in it, so. Wait, no, there might be 1. Okay, forget about it. So, okay, so this is in, like, the regular one that you get, and this is in the non-regular one. But, so these regular ones are made with some kind of acid or something like that, and so it slowly breaks the comic book down and it kind of decays it away. But these Mylar are not made of that, so it keeps the comic book preserved. So, like, they use this kind of plastic, like a lot of museums use it to, like, if they have, like, documents and stuff. They put in this Mylar so it doesn't break down. Like, I bet the Declaration of Independence might be in one, so, stuff like that. Like old papers and stuff, they put them in this Mylar so they don't break down. And so, yeah, like, this is fairly cheap. Like, I think you get, like, a pack of, like, 50 or 100, like, for, like, less than $20. Like, more comic book stores are kind of starting to carry them now and stuff. And so, yeah, it's pretty easy to get a hold of it. The only downside is you need to buy these bags, and then you also need to buy the boards for the back, too. So that's, like, and the only downside. But other than that, it's pretty nice. Okay. Next. Oh, there it is. I totally misjudged that. Okay, so next we have the $6 Million Man, Season 6. And I think this is honestly a cool cover. So this series was a 6-issue kind of series thing. It was pretty good. Like, I liked it a lot. And so I'd probably give this a 5-star review. Like, I guess the only downside of the series that he wasn't fighting, like, I thought he'd be fighting, like, those bad guys. But instead, he was fighting aliens, and it's like, they just make it weird kind of thing. But other than the fact that he was fighting aliens from space, it was pretty good. I liked it a lot. Also, yeah, it kind of reminded me of, like, the old series, because I've seen, like, the first season, because my dad tapes them all the time. It has a whole bunch on DVD. So, yeah. Okay, next I have Marvel Tales Iron Man. So I don't really know why they kind of started doing this. But what Marvel Tales is, so it's basically like 3 comic books into one. But I know that back in the, like, 60s, 70s, 80s, and like maybe like early 90s, they did have a series called Marvel Tales, which was about, basically, it's just like, so let's say they have Iron Man for an issue, but they wouldn't tie into any of the other comic books, just like an Iron Man story. Something like that. So it was kind of nice. But now they kind of use it, I guess, to kind of promote stuff. But, like, so there's, like, 3 to 4 comic books in one, and they're, like, $8, and it's like, jeez. Okay, so, I know I didn't give a review for the last one, so let's just give it a 3 and just be good. Alright, so next up, Batman Beyond number 40, and so, like, as a comic collector, I don't like, like, modern comics have a lot of violence and cussing in them and stuff, like violence. I mean, like there's lots of like blood, gore kind of stuff, and I don't really like that much. And cussing, I don't like that. So I try to find a comic book that doesn't have as much. This happens to be one of those, and so that's why I collect it. And so, sadly, this happens to be a popular series, so they don't have, like, the ones before, like, I think I started collecting, like, at 30-something, and they don't have, like, any before, and it's like, why? But it's nice, is, like, I watched this show, like, in reruns, kind of growing up. This, like, channel, I think it's called, like, The Hub or something. It was, like, channel, like, 100 used to replay this, and then the Batman animated series, G.I. Joe, like the 80s, and Transformers. And I used to watch all of those. So that's because my dad taped them, and I was like 5 years old. And yeah. And so when I saw this came out, I was kind of like skeptical at first, like, hey, should I get this? Then one day, I'm like, hey, I'm just going to try it, and I liked it. But it really ties into like the other comic books in the series. So I really needed to probably start collecting when it came out. Yeah. So this I'll probably give 5, because it had a pretty good surprise ending. So I'll probably give this one a 5. So next you have the Wonder Twins. So people are like, why the heck are you collecting the Wonder Twins? And I'm like, well, here's the reason why. Also, when I'm little, my dad bought me okay, I thought I got 2 for a sec. Oh, is that 2? Oh wait, no, just how the bag is. So my dad used to tape my dad has all the Super Friends series on DVD, and they had the Wonder Twins that they just made for the show kind of thing. And they're like my favorite characters. I mostly liked, well, other than Batman, Superman, I kind of liked Wonder Twins, mostly because they had the monkey and stuff. So when I saw this comic series, like, ooh, this is cool, I'll start getting this, and I did. And I liked it, and what I like about it is, it has, like, it would show people, like, Batman and Superman and stuff. And, it shows multiple people and stuff, and it's good. And then, like Luthor makes cameos and stuff, and it's funny, too. Like, there's some humor to it, kind of thing, too. Oh yeah, I'll give this a 5. Next we have another Simpsons, and I do remember how this goes. So this I'll give this one a 5. And the funny thing is, I was at a bowling alley on Valentine's Day for a bowling tournament, and that's where I read this at. So it was kind of, I guess I say kind of ironic that I read this on Valentine's Day because I had the Valentine's Day thing. Ha 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 ha. Okay. So honestly, like, I was looking, like, this has to be like one of like the newest comic books I've seen the comic book authority symbol on it, but still, like, this comic book, so it's like maybe 10, 20 years old. I'm just looking at that thing, and I'm like, geez, they have not updated that whatsoever. It looks like from like the 50s design kind of thing. And yeah, so I don't know, I don't even know if the Comic Code Authority is even still around. Because it's never, like, on, like, these newer comic books nowadays. Like, look, you don't... Like, what the heck? Okay. Well, like, still, you don't see the Comic Book Authority on this whatsoever. And, like, yeah. So, I don't really know what happened there. The only thing I knew that Marvel just totally bypassed and published something and got in trouble and stuff. But I don't know what really happened to it, to be honest. Next, I have Sergeant Fury as Howling Commandos number 28. I forgot to announce the numbers for the other one. So we had Simpsons 103, Wonder Twins 11, and Batman Beyond number 40. And that $6 million man was 1. So this was really good because I think he's like the main bad guy. Like, he's shown up like as of ones I have right now, like comic book wise. He's shown up like in 3 of them. He's kind of like the bad guy kind of thing of this. So he keeps popping up like every other issue. So I think he's like the main bad guy. Batman has the Joker. So Sergeant Fury has like this I think his name's like Von Strucker or something kind of guy. So if you don't know who Sergeant Fury is, before so Sergeant Fury in the 1960s in the Marvel universe, he would be known as Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. People would think, what? He's white. It wasn't until they came out with the movies when Nick Fury turned black or African American. And so how did they do that? So how does that go? The comic books affect the comic books. Here's how it affects comic books. They did it as that is his kid in the comic books. So the Nick Fury that we all know and love today in the Marvel movies is his kid. That's how they did that. Like grandson, something like that. Yeah. So that's how they did that in the comic books, if you're ever wondering. So this I'll give a 5, because it was really good. So basically, the plot is in this town of like where a whole bunch of resistance fighters are at. And Von Strucker is assigned by Hitler himself in the comic book to go and kill the citizens until the resistance surrenders. So Fury is brought in to try to help free the town. It's really good. So if you see it, get it. Yeah, let's give us a 5 too. I don't know why I'm forgetting that. We're almost done. We only have 2 more left. You're fine. So now we have another one. Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos, number 18. So now this one, it's right. This is definitely a masterpiece. This one was. That explains why it was almost $20. But yeah, I know, expensive. But this comic book was just amazing. Like, great story and everything. Like, this is the best Sergeant Fury I've ever read in my whole entire life. Like, honestly though, like, it was a great plot and everything. It was just great. And if you ever see this, get it. Like, definitely, like, 5-star, like, 10-star review right here. I don't know, I always do if I do 1 to 5 scale, 5 being the best, 1 being the worst, but this is just amazing comic book. And so if you ever see it, get it. Definitely get it. It's a great comic book. So next we have Blackhawk. So if you don't know who Blackhawk is, it was, well, my friend who's a comic book collector has been collecting it ever since he's like 5 years old. In like 1950 something, he liked this Blackhawk, so he gave me a couple of his collection. I had like double of, and I liked it too. And so what Blackhawk is, it's kind of like a mini supergroup of people who have no powers, but they fly around in jets, and they kind of go to help people, and they fight aliens, and kind of use like their knowledge and their logic, and the brains kind of defeat people, or they use their fists and stuff. But so basically, you have kind of 2 phases of Blackhawk. If I can get the other one out, where's that? Oh yeah, so you have 2 phases of Blackhawk. I probably should have told you about them. So you have this phase where they're like this bluish, blackish clothing. But once, I think after issue 200 hit or something like that, they switched over to this red stuff. And it kind of started fighting more like human bad guys instead of like aliens and stuff. Which I think that's actually a really cool drawing of the alien, but the monster thing, by the way. I think that's actually kind of a cool drawing. I'll put it back now. And so yeah, that's kind of the story of Blackhawk right there. But so yeah, this is I think like 6. So this is 154. So this will still be the 1950s. So yeah, if you see Blackhawk, like as of right now, like not many people know that Blackhawk, they like back in the 60s they were huge, but they had like a comic book series running all the way from the 50s till like the 80s and then the early 90s. Like they were like around forever. And so with Blackhawk, So as right now, it's still fairly cheap. Like, you can still get these cheap. Like this one guy, he gave me like 5, like $1 each kind of thing. So you can still get them cheap. And most comic book stores, they have like really good like vintage sections and stuff. Most likely they have a lot of Blackhawk because a lot of the old people kind of get rid of them. And so they kind of sit there and collect dust, and they kind of like grow bigger over time. And so, like, the comic book store I go to all the time, they have like a whole section filled with Blackhawk. Because I said a bunch of people just came, dropped them off, thinking kind of worthless, get a couple bucks off of them, kind of thing. And according to like some comic book people, they're all making a Blackhawk movie. So DC is making a Blackhawk movie. And as of right now, I think last time I checked, they had like the casting, trying to get casting and stuff. And Steven Spielberg will be directing it. So now I'm kind of wondering on about 2 things. First things first, like who are they going to fight? Are they going to fight like this alien kind of thing, like weird like alien monster stuff, or they're going to fight like I think it's like kind of like Joker or that Von Strucker guy from Sergeant Theory. It's called Killer Shark. Is like their like kind of Joker main like arch nemesis. So it's probably going to be him, but still, I think it's going to be kind of interesting how it plays out. Okay, next we have our last comic book. Yes, I timed it. Great. Okay, so Captain America number 18. Oh yeah, I think I get that like a 4-star review. Okay, because the alien, the one, because so they have like 3 stories in there. The one with the weird monster thingy was kind of weird. Okay, so I have Captain America, and so the only reason why I kind of get this is because Steve Rogers has been framed, and it's like, ooh, wonder like is he gonna ever get not framed? Is he gonna be, is he gonna be innocent and stuff? As of right now, we do not know yet, but the thing like it's called like it's called Captain America, but I guess kind of the story is called The Legend of Steve or something like that, and it concludes next issue. So I'm wondering if they're ever gonna stop it. Like, so far I've collected like 3 Captain America series, which is Steve Rogers Captain America, went for 19 issues. Then they went back just doing regular Captain America, and that's like number 2, like 6, 50, like 90 something. But the story actually took place in Nebraska, which was kind of cool. So then around like issue number 70 something, kind of got weird. It went into the future, like it was like one Cap's descended to something. It's like the Red Skull just got kind of weird. You just need to get it, just get it and prove its weirdness. And so then they stopped that, only to start this one, which is going on for now 18 issues, which I think it might conclude next time and just stop. So I'll probably give this a 3. Like, it's an okay comic. It's not like, oh, this is amazing kind of thing. No, it's pretty okay. Like, I don't mind it. Don't know why it's $3. It's probably not worth as much as it's sold for. But the cover art is really cool though. So, yeah. So if you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you in the, also I have a lot of other comic book reviews, which shows, like, sorry, just wipe my nose quick, which shows, lots of other comic books. Like, my comic book collection itself is over 1,000 comic books, okay? Because I have, like, a Google Doc, and I just have, like, the number thing going, so I just keep adding and adding comic books. And I don't think most of these have been added yet anyway. So if you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!